What is up, YouTube? Back with another race today. Today is race 1 of the new season. We're starting after last race, got the championship decided and everything. We're coming into this new race. This is race 1 of the summer/fall season. It should be fall, but it starts in mid-July, so I'm calling it summer and fall. I don't care. Fight me. But this is this first race. This is the first race. And it was quite a crazy one for me. A lot of crazy stuff happened, and as you can see, based on this warm-up lap and how many people are in front, the heat race did not go well for me. Qualifying, I ended up in pole. I did really well. But then going into the heat race, my car ended up having a mechanical issue. Shit happens. It's rental car racing. I don't know. You can't really do anything about it. But I ended up having a mechanical issue that ended up causing my car to cut out at inopportune times quite frequently. So I was struggling big time. I was running 2-3 seconds a lap slower than everybody in front, and I was falling back. So I ended up finishing 8th for the heat race, and due to the formatting for the racing and everything, that puts me in 16th place for the final. Person next to me, who I just fist bumped in 15th, that is William Frazier. The grid order for top 4, I believe, is Davidson Manning first, Sam Shamerko second, and I believe it's Ethan Acosta third and Spencer Foote in 4th. I don't know what the order is beyond that, but yeah, that's the top 4. As you can see, we're coming up to the grid, and you'll see I get a lightning start. So here we go, flag just waved, and look at me go. Everybody else was braking as the flag was waved to kind of correct their speed, and I just stayed back and got a really good run. Went on the outside, which was a bit of a ballsy move, but ended up working out in my favor. A little bit of contact, but nothing too crazy. Talking about contact, my race was a little rough. I did have some spots where I had a little bit of contact. But I never tried to push anybody off track. I never was really egregious with it. Really try to focus on just making the comeback and getting by people rather than forcing people off track to get by. Just trying to do it as aggressive while being clean as I possibly could. But overall, you'll see, starting 16th, I made up like 7 spots in the first lap, and I think 5 of them were just in that first corner. So it was a really good start. And then from there, it's just a matter of just making up as many spots as I can, just driving smooth, focusing on a comeback. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Spoiler alert, I ended up in 5th place, which honestly I'm really happy about. I did not expect to make a comeback that extreme. Yeah, you can see there was a little bit of contact, which I apologize. That was just me being a little bit too aggressive there. But yeah, anyway, back to it. I did not expect to make a comeback as good as I did. I was expecting kind of to finish mid-pack due to the bad circumstances and just kind of be in the struggle bus yet again. But I ended up doing a lot better than I expected, and that not only makes me happy due to finishing better than I expected, but it also makes me happy because this good run of races that I talked about last video I uploaded, this good run of races, I can now say for real that it's not due to good circumstances, a good run of karts or whatever. It shows that I can overcome adversity with having mechanical issues in the previous race, having to defend as hard as I could, only letting 7 people by me, which given how slow my kart was, is actually kind of a surprise. But I am just amazed that I was able to overcome the adversity and actually get myself back up into a really good contending spot and almost make my way back up to podium. Couldn't quite get it, unfortunately, but it was a good run. Outside of that, though, that pretty much kind of sums up what happened during this race. I had my first LO206 race last week, and honestly, it did not go as well as this race did. I ended up having a lot of dumb mistakes, more mechanically rather than driving-wise. If any of you are familiar with a LO206 go-kart, the getting the chain onto the go-kart from chain drive, you have to kind of move the motor on a little rail set that it has where you can slide it back and forth. I made the dumb mistake when I was putting a chain on of, instead of undoing and loosening the rail to let it slide back and forth, I actually loosened the clamp to clamp the motor to the chassis. So I just ended up making a really, really dumb mistake there. Halfway into the final race, my freaking chain came off, and I pull into the pits, and my motor is basically at a 90-degree angle, completely offset of where it should be. So I ended up basically just losing a clamp and just completely removing the motor from my kart. So that was just a really dumb mistake on my part, but got it fixed. We're gonna get things improved for next race. We're gonna get things all squared away, and it should be a really exciting next race for the 206. I say exciting because the laps I was able to manage out there, my car was a freaking rocket ship. In the practice race, I got like 2 laps in before I lost a sprocket, and I passed 5 people on that. And then during one of the pre-finals where I managed to actually finish the race, I managed to pass like 6 people on that one race alone. So I know for a fact my car is really, really fast, and I'm really excited to give it a shot for these later 206 races. Now that I've got a little bit of mistakes thrown under me, so I can eliminate those from my potential choices of decisions to make, basically. I actually have a bit more experience. So I'm hoping that I do better going forward. I know for a fact I will. I just got to kind of grind away on those 206s. But in the meantime, just going to keep uploading these rental races. I didn't end up getting a mount, like a camera mount for the 206, so that's why I don't have any footage of it, unfortunately. Plus, with how little I actually was able to race, it probably wouldn't be worth it to upload anyway. But either way, I didn't get a mount for it, so for the meantime, you're just going to see just the normal rental races. But other than that, I think that covers pretty much everything I wanted to explain during this video. I'll let the rest of this race play out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.